accomplished the mission Wynne referred to, I fought an outward cringe at the mention of a beautiful princess. Since last summer, when Wynne had finally told me the details of his death, and Miranda, his ex-lover's alleged involvement, I still felt a little raw. Now, every time he mentioned another woman, whether he'd legitimately been intimately involved with her or not, I experienced pangs of ridiculous jealousy. These annoying pangs had increased in frequency and grown in size. In fact, maybe it was fair to say they threatened to turn into a tsunami of green-eyed monsters, raining down from the sky in a crashing swell of water moments before metaphorically drowning me. Wynne's love for Miranda, his spy ex-lover, has always been clear. Her alleged betrayal and how deeply it hurt, clearer still. But after this past summer, when he'd revealed all, when every emotion connected to Miranda had been stripped naked, I saw how deep his feelings truly were. And I was jealous. And I hated it. Nowadays, all he had to do was mention any woman at all, and it was like a pile-on of jealousy. Rather like when you're irritated by someone's mere existence and everything they do, no matter what it is, makes you insane. That's how I've been feeling. I know why, too. There was no more mystery to Wynne. Not in the realm of his love life, anyway. We'd laid it bare, and I couldn't see a way he'd ever be able to love or trust anyone in quite the way he'd done with Miranda. He'd never put himself out there like that again, and who could blame him? He believed she'd betrayed him. His feelings were fair, even though I had my suspicions about what happened that day. So where did that leave me? Unrequited. That's where. And it had begun to eat at my insides like a Pac-Man game. Sometimes I swear I hear the actual sound the video game used to make on my TV when it chewed up the ghosts. Yet I'm not sure what difference it would make if I told Wynne how I felt about him anyway. We can't ever be together. Yes, sure, he'd possessed a couple of bodies since we'd met, but he'd never lasted very long in them. That aside, I didn't want him to possess someone else's body. I liked him exactly the way I'd seen him in the picture with Miranda in Paris. It was the picture of the man I'd fallen so deeply in. "It is good night for snuggling on the couch, yes? Warm and cozy by fire with hot toddy to keep insides warm too? Maybe we watch marathon. I see Psych is on. You know how much I love the Crazy Gooster and its blueberry." Arcadie's deep laugh resonated in my ears. I winked up at the ceiling. "I'll get the Twinkies and the Pepsi." "Bah, Stefania," Wynne chastised, the way he always did whenever I mentioned my beloved junk food. "Must you eat like you're a 12-year-old boy? Have I taught you nothing about proper snacking? Surely we have some cheese and crackers, maybe some prosciutto." I let the darkness of the kitchen hide my smile. "I have Cheese Whiz." "Ooh, now that sounds good, don't you think, Mr. Pretentious? Cheese Whiz and some of those fancy stone wheat crackers you're so fond of. Come on, boys. Shall we adjourn to the living room by the fire?" Wynne scoffed in my ear as I took one last look outside at our lawn furniture, now totally covered by glistening snow. "Cheese Whiz," he admonished with a cluck of his disapproving tongue. "If it can't be sliced with a sharp knife, it should not be consumed. Otherwise, it's unseemly, Stefania. What sort of monster thinks to put cheese in a spray can anyway?" I went to the fridge, my trail of pets and assorted ethereal beings right behind me. "The same monsters who named a sponge cake Spotted Dick?" Wynne's laughter followed me as I grabbed my unseemly spray cheese and some crackers and headed toward the living room to settle in for some deep couch sitting. Hopefully, watching some mindless television would take my mind off my woes about Wynne. "Stefania!" I rubbed my eyes with my knuckles and fought to open them, briefly wondering what the heck was going on with Wynne. He never woke me up unless it was an emergency. That thought made me sit straight up in my bed. As my eyes adjusted and a glance at my bedside clock told me it was 3 a.m, I frowned. "Are you okay? What's wrong, Wynne?" I asked, my hand instantly reaching for the warmth of Whiskey's fur where he was snuggled beside me. "Oh, Dove, my deepest apologies. Your name burst from my lips before I thought to remember it's 3 a.m. Go back to sleep. We'll talk in the morning," he soothed in gentle tones. I pulled my comforter tighter around my chest and cocked an ear. There was something in Wynne's voice. Something distracted, something far away, something...